down on the tower, they have this natural history museum of Shanghai, and it's free with your ticket. So I didn't have to pay anything for this. They have some historical cars. I'm glad actually I entered here because I didn't really know much about the history of Shanghai, and I wanted to go to a museum specific. There is a museum on history. I think this is enough for me. I get to see those are Western cars. Streets of Shanghai. Yeah, at some point they couldn't produce cars, so we used to sell them cars from the West. Now it's the opposite. That's a big ass car. So those are the buses that they used. Cute little buses. Yeah. That's all you need. You know, if you have regular service, those are trains. Those are trains. I've never seen a small train. So that's a bus on wheels, and the other side is identical but a train with train wheels. I kind of like this green car. So let's see, black Buick Sedan model of the 1940s. That's a big car. Look, almost the size of the bus. Why do you need such a big car? Anyways, that's a different bus that they used. Those are more cars. You see, those are all Western cars. I watched the documentary that at some point all the cars in China were supplied by the West. Now, if you go outside, the type of cars that they have, they are far ahead of us. But that's, you can see that car, it's a Western design. Which car? Shanghai sedan. Okay. Shanghai sedan. It's a different one. It's a Santana sedan of the 1990s. Oh, that's Volkswagen. Okay. This one. Very long cars. Quick sedan. Okay. I've never actually seen most of those cars myself. Some of them are quite cool. I can see the appeal. I can see why they wanted to buy them. But now they have far better cars than us. I mean, I should record some of the videos from the street so you see how many different high-tech cars they have here. Staircases. I'm not going to record everything. It's going to take really long and I'm not going to enjoy the moment. But they have this museum of Shanghai culture, how Shanghai used to be in the past. So it's not like that. This is how some people imagine Shanghai being. This is in the museum. Carriages. So what kind of soldier is that? I don't really know much about history, so I don't know what kind of soldier is that. Double push bikes. So I can go upstairs. They have some houses over there, things that you can see. I don't think I need to record it, but if you're visiting the Shanghai Tower, not the Shanghai Tower, this is the Skytech Tower. Downstairs, when you go down, before you exit, you get free access to this museum. So I have reached the end of this museum, and I just wanted to experience it myself because for the last few days, every time I enter a place, I hold the camera and don't really get to see the places. So I'm going to change the tactics now. I'll see the place myself and then I'll record it on the way back. So you're going to see it backwards. But yeah, what you're seeing here is how they used to live in Shanghai. And you're going to see houses, how they built, and there's somebody there talking about history. But what's interesting for me is that this is not that long ago. My grandfather had, vases like that. Actually, I do have some of them as souvenirs my grandfather and my grandmother in my house. Nobody's using them. They're just sitting there. So this time is not that long ago. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about everybody. You know, like this. This is, let's say, 2 or 3 generations back, and they lived like this. This was their way of life. My grandmother, my grandfather, they lived exactly like this. Actually, even more primitively than this. This actually looks advanced comparing to how my grandmother and grandfather lived. But we didn't evolve. We didn't move very far. So yes, we have houses, but they're not that different than these houses. And yes, we have jobs and culture, but not that different. So my grandfather and my father actually used to work on this exact job. And now when you go outside Shanghai or in the building that we are, they have skyscrapers, they have new cars. So these people have evolved faster and beyond anything we have experienced. We definitely, that's basically of there. It's for cheese or for tofu. I'm not certain what she's making, but it could be either cheese or tofu. This is for making the baskets. Some people still make those baskets that way. This is fish, dried fish. So this person is working on drying fish. That's the candle, not the candle, that's the fireplace. So they're fixing doing just the normal jobs that everybody does. Just remember that now we're in an environment that has by far exceeded this time. So let's see what else is there. Maybe I won't need to have to go back. I hope I won't, because the staircase is that way. But yeah, this is a museum that you get as part of the ticket that you pay to go up the tower. So everything that I've done so far, it's all part of the tower. To be continued. To be continued. Okay. Now there's music, so I'm not gonna talk here. I'm not gonna give you a running commentary. I think it's self-explanatory what's happening here.
Somebody died. Yeah, and then this year they will not allow to put anything on their door. Nothing, just empty. Yeah, and then everybody will know, oh, they have somebody just passed away in this family. And then
If you're expecting to see things like that in Shanghai on the street, very sorry to disappoint you. You can only see them in museums. No camera? Oh, okay. How do you train a cricket?
咖啡。
开个阔台。
哎呀，还要喝红酒了。
啥玩意儿？就过去的玩意儿。
战舰吗？
就照这能行，这能整不正面。
没挨吧？东方明珠上面那个玻璃栈道。
第二年了，都趴在上了，这样的，还是在这上面吗？
对呀。应该就这条道家。这楼梯有点陡，有点上那个像那个青岛那边。
那个任务。
Hi.
Hello,
Thank you. Hello.
看吧，那镜子居然还能照到人儿。
可以照到人的呀。像这个专业是真的，真的。
不是有个历史吗？俄国。
啊，对，老大妈是的，对，老大妈上来了，我妈。
老大妈呢？那个啊，那这个应该在。
Yeah, we're out. That was definitely worth seeing. So probably I'm gonna try to, if I have time, to keep that as a separate video, not as a video part of the tour, because it's a really big place. It's not a small place. It's not something that you see for a few seconds and you leave. Actually, I'm quite tired now. That this is enough for one day. If you're visiting Shanghai, you really need to add more days if you want to see more things, because if you just see everything in one day, you're not going to enjoy it. So seeing the Tao upstairs, coming here, seeing the museum, and actually there's even more things that you can do here for free. There's like a natural thing with animals outside. Not outside, actually, it's here. Yes, there it is. I might do this one as well. But you see, the more you want to see things, the time just passes by, and you need to have more days in Shanghai, at least 10 days. If you want to see everything in 2-3 days, you're going to be exhausted and you won't enjoy it. So I'm going to see the animals now.